Yeah, what's up, everybody? Oh, yeah, you're all here. It's good to see you up there in the lights. How's it going? Oh, yeah, you're here. Oh, yeah, what's up, buddy? Oh, thank you, guys. That's enough. Hey, everybody, I'm your host, Steve. This is the Highlight Zone After Hours, the special edition. We're taking the show on the road. That's right. Oh, don't worry, it's going to be okay. Remember Shari Chinson? That's right. She was the actress that was in Stand By Me. We had an interview with her last year. Fantastic guest. Go back and watch it. Shari's in a new play called Sweet Surrender. And, we have some people that know it. Right on. Absolutely. And she got us a special interview with some of the cast and the director of it. So we're going to go on the road right now to go see Shari Chinson and the rest of the cast of Sweet Surrender playing this coming up weekend. But this is a great show. Thank you guys for the warm welcome. Let's hand it off. Let's go to the show. Thank you.
Stay tuned because your next stop is the Highlight Zone After Hours.
The Twilight Zone.
I'm just starting because I don't want to miss any of this. What's up, everybody? This is Steve from the Highlight Zone After Hours Special Edition. I'm here with Shari. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you
Back
again.
You guys remember Shari. She's kind of the one that started our followership, to be honest, right?
I tried.
You try to pretend that you guys weren't tracking the views, but Tyler was texting me every 5 minutes, like, you just got another 1,000. You got another 1,000. I'm like, yeah, I know. Shut up, Tyler.
I know. I just want to see it. Yeah.
So if you guys haven't seen, go back and watch that episode. It's absolutely fantastic. But this is a really cool play because there are a lot of stars.
There are.
So let's go down the list. Can you introduce us to everybody here?
I can do this.
And what we're here for. The play is called
Sweet Surrender. But it's sweet, S-U-I-T-E.
By the way, if you try looking it up the other way, like even AI has a hard time. They're like, well, there's a song by Styx in 1975. And I'm like, nope, wrong song.
That's wrong. Okay. All right. Well, I'm Shari. This is Becky.
Hello.
And she is playing my rival.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Athena Sinclair.
It's strange that we're sitting
Yeah,
here.
it kind of is. It could be a problem. Yeah, the fur could fly. Rob is our director.
Hey, Shari,
Yes.
you know, I was thinking we all follow you, but we always have to look. Yep, there she is. All right, now I'm done with the short job.
Okay,
This is-
thank you.
oh.
No, you're not.
I love this. There's going to be more? This is great.
All right, and we got Suzanne, who is playing.
Rather intrusive reporter
Yes,
that no one
yeah.
really likes
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, think Hedda Hopper.
I like her.
Yeah.
I think I have some good questions for you later.
Yeah.
I love your character.
Yes. And we have Bruce, who is.
The hotel manager, and she is my bête noire. Actually, they all are.
Except me.
Yes. And we have Jeff, who is.
I am Shari's
Pipette. Yes.
personal secretary.
Yes.
I do whatever she wants. I take care of her and her dog.
Yes. Yeah, we don't have the dog here.
Okay, I had a second line of questions if the dog was here about it. We'll get to this in a second, but hold on. Before we get on, this is obviously a Twilight Zone themed show, and before we really get into this, we have to do our gimmick. And what we usually do is get people to retell an episode of the Twilight Zone in 3 minutes or less. Usually it's while they're drinking, so the details get fuzzy and all hell breaks loose. That's kind of our channel.
Yes, it
Go back
is.
and watch Shari's.
Yes.
She nails it. Okay. We're going to be retelling. We thought it was apt to retell The Trouble with Templeton, which is Season 2, Episode 2, aired on December 9th, 1960, written by Jack Newman, directed by Buzz E. Kulik, and it has an interesting IMDb score. And I have some interesting opinions about this. We've done this episode before on that doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
And we had some really interesting back and forths. So, who's our reteller? Shari, you're over here?
got one.
Okay. So what we're
Okay.
going to do is we're going to do it tag team. We're going to go about every 30 seconds. You two pass it off because you're going to
Just
do
Bruce.
the other one. Just Bruce.
Yeah.
I'm pointing at Bruce. My bad. I'm sorry. All right. So Bruce, we'll do 30 seconds and 30 seconds. Try to get the whole story in under 3 minutes, and I have the clock going right here. Are you guys ready to do this?
We're ready.
Who wants to start?
So this is before the presentation.
Yes.
Oh wait, you're reading one. Yeah. Oh wait,
Okay.
you've got you're the intro.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Here we go.
Yes.
Ready? I'm going to send it over to you for the retelling. Here we go.
Pleased to present for your consideration Mr. Booth Templeton, serious and successful star of over 30 Broadway plays, who is not quite all right today. Yesterday in its memories is what he wants, and yesterday is what he'll get. Soon his years and his troubles will descend on him in an avalanche. In order not to be crushed, Mr. Booth Templeton will escape from this theater and his world and make his debut on another stage, in another world, that we call the Twilight Zone.
Oh my God. See, this is why it's fun doing this with professional entertainers. You guys are good at what you do. So no one ever wants to read those. So you guys are nailing it. I love this. Okay.
All right.
All right. We're going to do 3 minutes on the clock. We're going to start with Shari.
All right.
Okay, 30 seconds, and then I'll tell you over, and then you try to jump in and fix this. By the way, this is way harder than it looks.
Yes.
Sober or drunk, this is a hard thing to do well.
It is.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
And 3 minutes on the clock. Let's go now.
Okay, well, we open with Templeton, the actor, with his personal secretary hanging out, and he's looking down and he sees his wife canoodling with a young buck, and he's realizing that life has not turned out the way he really wanted it to. Yet he has a play to begin. He's a veteran actor, so he's going to do this play, but he says, I'm going to go to this rehearsal, I'm going to do it, I'm going to come home, I'm going to go to sleep, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to do it again.
Tag in, go.
And when he gets there, it's the first day of rehearsal, and he's late. And the director doesn't treat him like the star he used to be, and he resents that. And they pretty much have a falling out, and he storms out of there. He storms out of there in a huff, I might add, out onto the street where he sees a sign that says it's one of the plays that he starred in 30 years ago. It is opening. And he thinks, deedle, 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 deedle.
Tag in.
And so all these fans are surrounding him, praising him, and he's confused. And he goes and he gets somebody comes up to him and says, "Your wife is here, and she's waiting for you at the speakeasy, basically around the corner." And he's like, "But my wife is dead." And he's like, "No, she's not. She's the prettiest dead person I've ever seen." So he goes and he knocks on the speakeasy because it is 1927. And he goes into the speakeasy and he sees his beautiful wife there.
Tag in. Your
And
turn.
all of his friends. And they act like nothing's happened, nothing's changed. It's a normal everyday experience. And he wonders, well, don't I look different? Well, no, his role on stage is as an older man. And so everybody just accepts him as he is. Of course, he's perplexed. And he just can't quite fit in. The people aren't the way he remembers them. He had these primrose glasses about his past. And so he becomes increasingly frustrated. And his wife isn't really paying that much attention to him.
Go.
And she's like, "Why don't you go back to where you came from?" And she gets up and starts dancing, the jitterbug? Yeah, or whatever it is. And so he leaves, he grabbed this thing as he was leaving because his wife was fanning herself with it, and he thought, I want you to pay attention to me, but he finally just leaves. He goes back to the theater, and he pulls, and he's all upset.
Last 30 seconds. It's you.
And he thinks, well, this is a script. So he starts reading it. It's not a script. It's a transcript of all that's just been said in the speakeasy, including his own words. And so he says, well, this is a message to me. Those people are actors, and they're telling me I need to go back to my real life. But he understands there's something strange about that because those people looked exactly like the people he knew. So when he gets back to the theater, he resigns himself to perform his current role, and he finds happiness.
You got it to 3 minutes and 1 second. That was incredibly good. That was a really good retelling. Nicely done, you guys. All right.
Without a script for us, and
Nice.
that is a thing.
Right. I love this.
In 1 minute.
Yeah.
I know. Redo it again. Okay. Who's got the closing narration? You got it over there?
Mr. Booth Templeton, who shared with most human beings the hunger to recapture the past moments, the ones that softened with the years. But in his case, the characters of the past blocked him out and sent him back to his own time, which is where we find him now, Mr. Booth Templeton, who had a round-trip ticket into the Twilight Zone.
Nicely done. Nicely done. I love this group. So, did you like it? This story?
I loved it.
Did you? Okay. What about you?
Well, I had to watch it twice, frankly, because the first time I was like, and is the wife, was that how she always was? Wait, they had some great camera work.
The episode is beautiful. The lighting is some of the best I've ever seen.
Yes.
When in the background, everyone starts to fade away. It's really just really dramatic stage lighting fading to the front. It's an amazing feat. I just don't know what the hell the ending means. I have no clue what the ending means.
Yeah.
Did he go into the Twilight Zone Like, what was that? Or was it all in his head? Was it like an epiphany?
Right.
And was it just to get back his confidence and then take back his stage? I don't understand what
I know.
happened when he stormed out.
Well, and yeah, I know, and I didn't quite get that. He went back in time, but then he comes back, but he comes back almost a whole different person. He comes back with his confidence, and he basically tells that young spiff of a director,
Yeah.
dude, respect me.
And then
Yeah.
the even better part is when he tells the guy, he goes, it's not in my, you can't even be here. He's like, if you're not a direct part of the production, get the hell off my
Right,
stage.
right.
And then the director's like, take a step away. And then he leaves. I was like, yeah, get out of my stage.
So,
Come
yeah.
on.
So
I love
what's it about?
I love the vengeance. I love getting back. I just don't understand what it's about. I really don't understand the ending.
Yeah.
I think I have a good take on that. I think it's basically a morality play. You have somebody who's dissatisfied with their lot in life, and they undergo a benign supernatural experience, and their resentment turns into acceptance and even into gratitude. And that's the same basic thing behind 12-step programs and Buddhism and Christianity.
All right.
I mean, gratitude is the goal, and he gets gratitude at the end.
I got another little take on it. Now, I've seen it, it's been a while, but, when he gets to the end, it's almost like an actor who discovers that his experience is worth something. At the beginning, his experiences were shit because, here are these people out there that, are dousing him because, you're doing it the old-fashioned way and we don't do that anymore. And he goes out and rediscovers his past and his experience. He comes back and says, wait a minute, I know who I am. This is worth something. You cut it all out, you guys. I'm gonna be who I am and you're gonna like it.
Yeah, so it's a morality. It comes back and, right? I mean, I think that there are multiple ways to interpret this, and that's the best one I've read. So Sarah, she's behind the camera. Hi, Sarah. She looked it up before, and the internet is divided. No one really knows. Like, they've never really clarified it. There are different interpretations. So if you're out there looking for this Bizarro episode, it's season 2. It's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Go check it out. Make your own decision, because we have 3 different people here, 4 that know this story, and we're not even on the same page. So, I mean, it's really weird. But
But
the
isn't that what the Twilight Zone is all about?
Sherry, that was a nice segue.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
It's also about rivalries, bitter vendettas, Hollywood at its best, which is the sweet surrender, you guys. Thank you
Yes.
so much. So can you go through real quick and tell everyone watching just kind of who they are in a Cliff Notes version of the story?
Oh, I kind of liken myself to the Betty Davis
Okay.
character. And yeah, if you've seen Feud on
FX, yeah.
That's kind of what we got going on here. We're talking, it takes place in 1942, so during the war. And we're at a USO benefit for the war effort. But we can't see each other because we hate each other.
We hate each other.
Yes, yes.
Camera
She's the
zoom. I like
sexy, yes, she's the sexy femme fatale. I'm the great actress. Yeah.
He's the bitchy martini drink.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
yes, yeah,
She is.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Did
what
you have
I'm-
a
Kind of
hell of a
bloody.
good... Isolate this audio. Exactly. I totally feel that.
Yeah.
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 Did you guys have a bunch of fun off this and then you have to turn it on, or was it kind of, I'm seeing like goofy faces because I know this is a stereotypical question any rivalry thing gets, but come on, what the hell happened? Was it fun?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
lots of fun.
Becky and I have worked together before.
Yeah.
Oh, you
And-
guys have?
Yeah, yeah. We've
Okay.
done a
Yeah,
show or
we've done a
two
lot of-
before.
yeah.
And yeah,
We have
I have a lot of respect for Becky. She's very good at what she
Vice
does.
versa.
And yeah, so it's fun to play this really opposite each other. I don't think we've really played opposite each other. We
No.
played with each other.
Right.
So
This is fun.
Yeah, it is fun to have this little rivalry. And when I first read the script, I was like, oh, I hope Becky gets it. I hope I get it. And I hope Becky gets it. I was actually switched with the characters. I thought we would switch the characters, but there you go. I guess I don't get to be the femme fatale.
The idea that you thought you had a different character and then you get it already fuels the like some sort of a thing. It's almost like the director had something to do with that. Like,
Yes.
should be perfect. Flip the roles. Let's really dig them and see how they really dig it, right?
exactly.
Betty
yeah.
and Joan again. You got to
Yeah.
manipulate them.
I say I'm the only unflippable character here.
He may get flipped off behind it.
Oh, see? You have a series of this? Absolutely.
Okay.
So, one of the things that I kind of read about and what I saw before was this is a very physical. There's
Yeah.
goofy aspects to this that require timing and everything. And this is kind of for all of you guys together, literally the entire group. especially the director, like, how do you wrangle a bunch of cats on screen to get something that is physically timing? And you guys are going off of cues, and then you got to hit a mark. What's it like?
Well, it is like wrangling cats. I think it's one of these that has to be really heavily blocked, for one thing. It's not one that you can be as loose as sometimes I like. We haven't done, I don't believe, a true farce up on stage, if I'm not mistaken. We've done comedies and farcical things, but a farce, as you say, requires split-second timing. Door opens, door closes. Actually, the doors have been, we haven't experienced real doors yet. So we have them turning their backs to the door and trying to listen for the cue so they get the experience of opening their door when another door closes.
These are the things that you get after like practice, right? Because it's one of those things that I would never know that that's something you have to focus on, because I'm just a viewer. That's wild to step into that and then realize, oh my God, we need an actual door or something like that to work.
We don't get the stage until like what, the day before?
Thursday, yeah, just about.
A couple of days before. So
We will build our whole entire set, haul all the stuff there, paint the thing, the whole bit. We do it all.
When I walked in, you were literally loading it as we came in. You had a truck and you were taking the props in. I love this group because you guys are doing all of it. It's so cool. You're invested. This is awesome. I don't know. I'm excited for this whole weekend. By the way, we are going. We're going on Monday. I'm pumped.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Great.
So when you guys are working off each other,
Yeah.
I noticed in the other ones, opposite sides is kind of a crucial thing. Just what I was saying before, it kind of sets apart two different people and the different rivalries, right? Because listening to like code words, do you know that she's going to stomp on the floor? Do I swing this? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, it's really listening. It's all about listening.
Yeah.
It might be a door slam. It might be a word, the last sentence or something.
Or there might be cough in the audience to disrupt it.
Is it in the script like door opens and then you yell this line? Or is it just through practice you're like, okay, as soon as I hear the handle, I got to start getting my line queued up?
A little of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is some time. There's a lot of timing to it. We've gone through lots of sections where you had to redo it and get that timing just right. A lot of the laughs are built on these silent beats, and then someone coming in at precisely the right moment.
Exactly, yeah. So much of it is timing for the viewer time. It's like a song almost. It kind of rolls through. It's beats.
Dora spends half of her time in the armoire.
I've become quite intimate with the doors.
Dora, so you're one of my favorite characters in this too, because if you want to explain it, you're kind of a bad guy, but not really. I don't really understand, but I think that's kind of what we're used to seeing with. You're a gossip columnist,
I'm a head of hopper, but I'm not nearly as glamorous. Trust me.
You're like a TMZ, right? Is that what a good analogy?
Yeah,
You're just
TMZ. Yeah, I'm there to report what's going on, and I know that there is something really fun going on in here, and I'm going to report it, no matter what, and no matter how I tick off people.
Especially if you take off people.
Oh, especially if I tick off people.
All right, so if we are going to do a gossip column set, do you have dirt on everybody on this cast right now? Who's making the top of your first? Look at him again. Nope, I'm good. I love this.
Jeff is always out in the truck.
You got nothing on me, Dora.
Yeah, well, wait till the end of the play.
Oh, it's not over. It still has another week and a
Her and
half.
I do have some time alone in the armoire.
Yes, you're totally right.
And the dogs.
Yep.
With the dog. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Okay, and then you're over here. We kind of know you from behind the scenes. My wife knows your wife, and so we were like, hey, cool. You play one of the most integral characters because you're kind of like the plot point that drives it around from person to person to person. You are the manager of the hotel. Would that be a good word? Or like concierge? Something like that?
I'm trying to be the voice of sanity, which is not easy
Yep.
in this sea of madness. But I'm trying to hold it all together and keep them apart. And Vince conspire against me. I'll put it that way. And she irritates me, and he bosses me around. And I just don't get my due no matter where I turn.
Now,
And they don't pay me enough.
is it a physically demanding? You're kind of running the whole thing, and you have to remember a lot of plots and stand over here and then stand over here and all of that. It seems like your role is more kind of physically demanding of the room. These plot points, you're over here, and then the women shift over here, and I feel like it serves the point of this using your space. But I don't know. From what I was reading, that's an interesting sort of steps, and I'm excited to see it. Was it fun to do?
It's a lot of fun to do. I'm looking forward to it. It's We're getting tired of rehearsing.
Yes.
Okay, well,
Yes, I know. We're trying to
Yes.
build in a laugh track. It's just hard because the laughs are going to throw this whole thing, into a different level of chaos.
Man, and it's such a weird thing with a live performance is because you rehearse it in the thing, and after a while, your jokes don't seem funny anymore. And you have to get past the idea that, hey, at one point in time, I laughed at this joke.
Yes.
Now it seems god awful, but you have to know it's just from repetition. It's no longer cute, right? So going in after what? How many rehearsals have you done?
Oh, Lord.
Gosh, dear. We've been doing 3 a week for 2 months.
3 months.
3
over
months.
3 months.
I don't have enough fingers.
To count it, right?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
almost, I'd say 40 probably.
That's incredible. All of that is going to be thrown way off when it comes. Do you think I'm like jinxing the performance? No, because that's what I'm saying. It's you got to be able to roll with the punches on something as physically demanding and goofy as what this is. It's different than long monologues and dialogue. You got some fun physical shit to do, and it's
Yeah.
entertaining as hell. And I don't know, it seems awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about some of the ways you can cover it for fluffs. There inevitably in live theater, there are going to be fluffs, and those can be some of the most memorable moments. They may not feel like it at the moment. Carol Burnett's show, when those fluffs came up, those were some of the best things. When someone cracked up, when someone lost a line, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, so with the laughs and all the interruptions and the flubs, it's up to you to go with it and enjoy it, or be scared to death from it. And all these actors are going to go with it and enjoy it, and go for the ride. They're on a ride too, just like the audience.
I have the chills about you saying that just because watching something, if I see someone on stage know that they do it and kind of acknowledge it and then move on, to me, it's first of all, it's easier to forget like that it even happened. You don't want to read, because then at the end you're like, ooh, do you remember when, I don't know if you guys just saw that, a bird just flew full speed into the door? This was like the Omen, did you see that?
And it took off again.
Did
It's
he
a
make
stunt
it?
bird.
Yeah, he flew right away. See? About moving live, you got to be ready for birds flying into doors.
Exactly.
It's hell up there.
Shari was on a play one time and she tripped and fell.
Oh,
the
yes.
audience thought that was hilarious.
Yes.
So it's like, thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah. It's
falling
true.
down funny.
Yeah.
So what
that
happened
was it.
there?
Well, it was supposed to be a little bit of a tussle fight scene, and so I fell. And I was playing a cop. I had a gun. I had all this stuff. Everything flew. And yeah, the audience loved it, and I kind of didn't because I couldn't walk for a
Sometimes
couple
those
days.
kill, though. I don't know. See, in the audience, I don't know. It's like watching them laugh on Saturday Night Live. That's their big #1 rule is you don't laugh on the show. But when I see them laugh, I laugh.
Yes,
That's like the
yes.
whole point,
It
right?
is. It is.
So, speaking
Well,
of...
and God knows what's going to happen with that dog because,
Yeah.
Talk
That's
about
a
if
whole
he
factor.
tickles on the stage, what we're going to do, right?
Yeah.
Jeff's got that responsibility.
Yeah.
Or all
Jeff,
over
okay.
Jeff.
Yeah.
So
He's
your
the dog
character,
wrangler.
yeah, are you considered dog wrangler? Are you related to the dog? Because your character, you're kind of the assistant and,
Yeah,
right? Is that a fair?
I do a lot taking care of the dog and her, so.
Yeah, exactly. You're running around.
And it's a young dog. It gets a little bit rambunctious. The first time we had it on stage, it actually started playing and bit me. Lightly, very lightly.
Yeah.
But it did not
It's a love
tinkle.
bite.
Well, and growled at me. It did not like
yeah.
me at all.
Yeah, I don't
so,
think it likes Bruce very much.
Yeah.
The feeling is
Yeah.
mutual, but
That's a character talking.
Yeah.
Just
I do
character.
take care. I have that dog a lot. I start to play with it, and I actually end the play with the dog.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Boodles.
Okay, Miss, real name?
Millie.
Millie?
And it's a female.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. So you guys have a different aspect. You talk about wrangling cats. You're wrangling cats with a dog.
Yes.
Nicely done. Well, I wish you guys the best. Okay. Was there like a moral of the story at the end? Because you kind of get without spoiling it, they're so kind of contentious the entire time, and it's so rivalrous that there was a moment going through my thing. I'm like, I don't think they're ever going to meet a middle ground.
Maybe looks can be deceiving.
Okay.
I mean, if you wanted to really dig and try to come up with things,
Yeah.
that might be one of them. Or that how people handle bizarre circumstances. These are all real characters. They're real enough. They're not just flat. And so how do they deal with absurd things? Some of them mask it. Bruce does a hard job of masking and unmasking all throughout the play. And some of them go with the flow, and some of them are start raving mad.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is just like, again, it goes back to, speaking of how you handle it, how you handle a fall on the stage. I was going to add real quick, I once was called about 2 hours before a play to pick up a supporting actor who they thought had a heart attack. Didn't turn out he did. So I went up there, and on my way there, I remembered that I had seen the play the weekend before. So I get up there, and at a certain point in Act 2, there is a farce. and they pull my pants down.
All right.
So I, being the experienced actor, decided that I would double glove, just in case. And sure enough, if they didn't pull down that outer pair of underwear,
Yes.
and there I was in a second pair. Audience had a good time.
That's amazing. Was there any crazy things that happened on you guys' rehearsals that you would really laugh about later?
Oh, there's lots. But well, I'll talk about Mr. Boodles for a minute. There's this part where should I share that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Where Mr. Boodles accidentally gets thrown off the balcony into a pool 5 stories below. And getting that to be timed and anticipating the laughs is, it's just hysterical. And the guy who's doing it is an experienced actor who's not here today, but he's wonderful. But trying to time that with her yell off stage has been a hoot. No, don't throw it then, no.
We have a fake dog for the.
I was going to say,
We have a stunt
He was
dog.
looking like he was just waiting to ask a question.
we have a disclaimer, no animals were injured.
Leslie Ford, real quick. Yeah, the dog was fine.
Right, right.
Oh, I love that.
It seems to me something happens every day.
I
And
love
it's
this, yeah.
just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Having a lot of fun doing this. And I mean, there's just mess ups on lines and so forth, and people cover. It's great.
Have you guys been doing this for a while? Raise your hand if this is your first time doing something. No one here, right? You guys are all done this before?
I'm pretty new. This is basically my 3rd time, but this is the biggest role by far. Before I've only had Shari was a director, and I worked for her. And I had like 30-some lines, and then I did a staged reading before you had your script on stage, and you still do act a little bit, but this is by far my first and biggest role.
And we have
Right
one
on.
other like that. Jim, who's not here,
Yeah.
is pretty novice on the stage. But
Very cool. Are you guys excited about it? You got to be keyed up. Why are you laughing?
Yeah. He hears me talking.
to yourself, huh?
It's a lot of work, actually, and being I'm new at it, I'm learning everything, but I got a lot of good people teaching me stuff, and I'm pretty confident that I'm going to come off as what I'm supposed to.
Hell yeah, right on.
Absolutely.
You know, I have a really hard time memorizing lines, and memorizing anything to me is horrible. I'm the worst test taker in the history of the world. I'll read the entire thing right before doing it, and I'll still fail it because I don't remember. I'm bad at it. So I could never do it. You've got some goofy lines.
You could do it, trust me. I never read a book, never read a book in my entire life, a whole book, until I got into the theater group 2 years ago. And you don't want to look stupid in front of 250 people 3 times. So you learn your
That's your
lines.
motivation.
Well done. I love this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Kids on
mentioned
the other
keyed
hand.
up. Keyed up describes my character.
Yeah, you definitely. Well said.
This
But
kind
that
of
should
guy,
say in your little description right there. I agree.
kind
Keyed
of guy
up.
takes amphetamines to go to sleep.
All right, so to kind of wrap this up, I have 2 kind of goofy questions for you guys all. And one of them is courtesy of her because I think it's a really good question. In this scenario, you guys are all A-list celebrities, all of you. And you have your one like it's in your rider for your contract that you get this one thing at your hotel. In the play we see that they have different things.
Yes.
One of them I saw was white stemmed roses and blah 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 blah. What's your go for it? Rattle it off as fast as you can, Shari. Oh wait, you got it?
As a person or as as your
Ooh,
character?
you know what? You can say that however you will. No, as you. I know what your character's going to be because that's kind of it. All right.
I think I'd have to have my cats.
Your cats
I'd
are
have
part
to
of
have
the
my
deal?
cats there.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Nice, cozy place.
Skip,
Okay.
Yeah, skip me. I don't.
I know what I want. I want endless loaded pizza.
Just pizza?
Just endless. Yes.
My man, we're
Lots of
speaking the
stuff on
same
it.
language.
Same? Yep.
Okay.
Well, as my character, I want to have the story first.
Absolutely.
He likes green jelly beans, I'm sure that
Green jelly beans.
she demands it.
See-
Licorice.
licorice jelly beans?
Yes, but then my mouth will be all black.
You know what? Those are the worst candy, and I hate licorice flavored anything. I'll give all you mine because I always put
Okay.
the ones to the side. I'll just
give
say
you my green
these are for
ones.
years. We could try jelly beans. See, we're just meeting now. We could have solved this problem years
Oh,
ago.
man, I should have done it earlier.
What's in your A-list hotel room?
I want a punching bag with the director's face on it.
Nice. Oh, I love this.
So, the director in any given show or the director?
Yeah.
Right, you don't have to answer.
He goes, the answer I fill in on my own. That's in my rider. I don't have to answer that question.
I don't know. Probably one little thing we have is like he always brings little mints or people bring little candies or something for us to suck on or whatever. One time at a play I was in, there was a brown paper bag sitting on the table, and you know what was in there? All kinds of little shots, any kind you could think of, tequila, whiskey, everything. And by the end of the play, It was empty.
And it was a great performance,
watching
right?
this.
See, you just stole my answer because mine would be little Jamesons all over the place. And then she corrected me. She goes, no, it would be eye drops. I have to have eye drops, man. Clear eyes, the super red ones. Those are the only ones that sometimes they're hard to find. Anyway, okay.
My favorite chapstick.
Okay, so this is a lot about rivalries. The whole point is you guys being kind of rivals and all this other stuff. So I'm going to go through a list of my favorite like on-screen rivalries, and then you give me rapid fire your answer, okay?
Okay.
Sherry, you ready? Felix or Oscar from The Odd Couple?
Oh, Felix.
Okay.
Felix.
I think Felix, yeah.
Felix.
I've just got to take Oscar. I mean, that's the way
I knew it. I love it. You're always going to do the opposite.
I was gonna go with Oscar, but Bruce did too.
All right,
I'll take
okay,
Oscar.
we're split. Okay, ready? Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader?
Ooh, Luke.
It's got to be Luke.
Darth, come on, Darth.
Ooh, Luke.
There we go. Nice.
Use the
Darth,
Force.
Darth is a better character.
Okay.
I'll take Darth myself.
All right. Batman versus the Joker?
Batman.
Batman. Sorry, we normally don't agree like this.
This is odd.
Yeah.
Joker's got the best lines. Batman has to stay truth, justice, and the American way. Yeah.
I like that.
I kind of like the Joker.
Nicely done. I like this too.
The Joker has more fun, no
Yep.
question.
Absolutely. Restricted.
I'm taking the Joker as well. I have a fabulous Joker costume. Actually.
Do you really? All right. All
That
right.
doesn't
Yeah,
surprise
but
me.
see, Batman has great.
I know.
Yeah,
That was my reasoning.
it was mine.
I mean, their reasoning was not
Yeah,
my
it was
reasoning.
not. Yeah, not our reasoning.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And then the last one. This one's controversial because if you have to think about it too long, then it's a good setup. Wile E. Coyote or the Roadrunner?
Ooh, that's tough. The Roadrunner.
Your team Roadrunner?
I am.
Your team
I
Roadrunner?
am
I
team
challenge that
Roadrunner.
with the officials. There's no way I believe that.
Wiley.
You see, there we go.
I'm pulling for Wiley. That Roadrunner ticks me off every
Every single time.
Yep.
Oh, I like that Roadrunner.
Yeah, maybe. I like
Yeah.
it.
I sympathize with the Roadrunner being the Coyote being so hungry all the time.
Yeah, see?
On a desert.
I like the Roadrunner. Did any of you see on Facebook the video of the coyote?
The real one, in real life. I saw that.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I saw that. It was hysterical.
Oh my God! Somebody in their golf carts filming it.
No, he didn't get it. He didn't have an Acme rocket on his back. Too bad. Yeah, I did see that. I didn't see the video. I saw a screen cap of it, but that was
That's what I saw,
hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah.
Coming from Oregon, my biggest disappointment when I moved to Arizona and saw my first real live Roadrunner, he doesn't have the blue.
He's kind of a grayish brown.
Huge
He
disappointment.
totally blends in with the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's lots of
Yeah.
Yeah. Ridiculous. So you guys, thank you again. This is really cool. Can you give me the thing? It opens up on what day? The opening day?
It opens on the 15th, I think,
Yes.
Sunday. It goes to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so a little odd.
Yeah.
But heck, we're all over 55 here, so what do we got to do on a Monday and Tuesday?
Yeah.
So
I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunday matinee, and then Monday, Tuesday night at 6.
Yeah, 15th, 16th, and 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a website, all right?
There's a
You can go on.
website, and plus they can go to the front desks. And,
8 a.m. or whatever it's called. You can get them on there and at the Sage Center.
yeah.
Cool. All right. So if you're in the area and you want to go check this out this coming up weekend, get your tickets and come over. You guys have been awesome. I hope you guys had fun and you got to watch this episode of The Twilight Zone. I want you to dissect the ending and you and everybody. I sound like Wizard of Oz. And you were there and you were there and you didn't know how it ended either. And no one understands the ending of Pet Sematary. God, I love it. All right. Well, everybody, thank you again for joining. Hope you had a
Thank
good
you.
time. It was awesome talking with you. I'm looking forward to seeing the performance, Sherry. Right on. Thank you very much. You can come and do this again, right?
Anytime.
All right.
Anytime. We still got Stand By Me stuff.
I know. We have to do Stand By Me Volume 2.
Yeah, we do.
Absolutely. All right. We'll see you guys later. Thank you again for watching. And that's all I have. Bye.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Where is this place and when is it? The answer is, it doesn't make any difference.
Can you say eggs?